Sunday morning, woke up to a little bit more of a northwesterly, a little stronger. We can tell that because when we're on the tow, our sails are full. So today was a borderline better day to sail out than tow because it's plenty windy. The only reason why we're towing is there's big holes and the current is against us pretty strong. But a beautiful day. We're working on weather helm. We're all sailing with too much weather helm upwind. When the boat gets flat, we're sitting up. We need to keep the pressure in the hiking straps more. We're releasing the pressure. The boat heels to leeward. We're losing 1 or 2 seconds every time we heel back over. So it's about maintaining a good hiking position and controlling the power with the tiller a little more. We're already steering around waves. And so we've got to learn how to just turn down a little, press down a little when we want the boat to heel again, instead of sitting up and letting it heel. If we want more power, we press down, turn down a degree or two. But anyway, we're learning about the laser. Let's see, weather helm. The grunt factor. Grunt factor means that your Cunningham and your Vang adjustments are based on how hard are you hiking. When you're really grunting, you want to get over bend wrinkles even for some of you. Again, our biggest sailor is 160, our next biggest is 140 pounds. The rest of us are 125 or less, 125-ish. So we're sailing the boat in conditions that are more than our weight will support. So for grunting, more Cunningham, more Vang. Downwind, we're gonna make small changes over yesterday. A little more steering with our weight and trying to catch waves more, not just looking in the boat and doing our boat handling and trimming the main and everything. We're actually looking side to side a little more often and using our body to steer the boat to get us to where we think we can catch waves. We did pretty good on surfing yesterday. Okay, and then the last one is we've got to start learning how to go by the lead. So we don't go dead downwind very long unless we're on a wave. So yesterday's conditions were totally surfable, and we did a pretty good job, but we can never think we're good enough downwind. It is hazy again. It's not going to be much different. The wind came around from the west-northwest. Came around from the northwest today, that way. Yesterday the wind was coming from there, more of a west-northwest. So, and the swells are smaller today, so what that means is it should be a little easier day to sail with the swells. Chomp is supposed to be a tiny bit less, maybe. Not many boats out here. And then I think because the wind was stronger and further from the right early, I think we're going to see times during races where we're not at max, not needing to be at really hard hiking. There'll be times where you'll be able to, let's say, rest a little during some races is my guess. Let's see what happens. Race 5 for the regatta, race 1 on Sunday. A lot of line sights over here, guys. You can look at these coach boats and see all these boats back here. They're laid. You can use these coach boats as a line sight to get them more lined up. You can see the boat was favored. Look how laid these boats are in the middle and the back. Coming up on 30 seconds. Race 1 on Sunday. U flag is up. A lot of the boats in the middle, some coaches got to them, talked to them about how far back they were. They're closer this time, but they should be going off this white. They should be lining the pin up with the bow of the white boat. That white boat is calling the line. Unanchored, but that's fine. We just want to get good starts off, even if he only catches 1 or 2 out of 4, he gets a couple. Okay, this start's gonna happen. Look at the boats in the middle, way, 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 way back. The guys at the end here were pretty close. It took about 7 seconds for 1, 8, 2, 3, 4, 5 to get to the line after the start. So 7 seconds was a boat length and a half, almost 2 boat lengths off the line. But
Sophia's not bad. 28 right there wasn't too bad. 216, whatever it was, with the LCA sticker. I like Sophia because our game plan, because of yesterday's races, the first two races yesterday were left was pretty dominant. Today the pin wasn't as favored. It was maybe square line, but we're trying to get left. Be patient and hold our lane on starboard. Did she call starboard on her? So that was a mistake. You should have let her cross. That's okay. You looked so good right before I started videoing. I was just about to say, oh my God, that's what a good sailor looks like. Sometimes I tell people they're doing well. They might not feel like they're doing well, but I can tell you that looks freaking good right there. But you should have let that girl cross. But I actually think you're faster than her. So I think you're actually maybe hanging. To hang there, you have to be faster than her. So she's got you, but you're hanging in there. I like it. Just be patient. If the wind goes hard right, that's just bad luck. Right now, it's just all about trying to get the boat up to full speed and keep it there. Just wear people out just with full speed. Boat number 8 up there. I would probably say she's mid-fleet here a little. She did a good job out to the right. She tacked on to starboard. She probably had a lot of good company around her. She tacked out onto starboard. She got all the way out here. You can still see people still going. She was probably 6th place on that pack. Oh, she should have gone further. But maybe she's okay. Maybe, yeah, she's bow forward on this girl. No problem. That was fine. We just don't want to set up to windward of a lightweight person, because they're going to definitely not sail VMG angle. This looks really good. Just remember, don't tack to windward of lightweight people on days like today, because they are going to pinch and they're going to slow your VMG down. The VMG today is footing of 1 degree below the sail luffing. That would be the best. If I was her, I would think about getting back over to the right. I can't tell who's winning, but I would just get out here a little ways. Make sure we're not in the bad ear of that guy, and tack. And just let all those boats. But she might be crossing all those boats. So if she's crossing those, she could go you know, tack in front of them. I can see she's conflicted. She's not sure what to do. That's okay. There we go. I like that. Now we do what's called pacing them. All we're doing is pacing everybody. Every once in a while, we look at the boats to windward and behind and make sure we're going at least as fast as them. And then if they're showing a big lift, we have to sail a little bit of a high VMG. If they're showing a header back to windward of us, then we are full VMG, full speed. Okay, so Mercy is ideal. See where the mark is? The current is going to push her right to left a little, but we don't want to worry about that. We just want to stay doing what we're doing, and then we play the next shift. If everybody from the left is crossing us by a lot, we gain on the boats on the right and probably tack onto port and cross the boats on the right. If we get lifted, we stay where we are on the shy ley line for a while. And because starboard tack then becomes the longer tack, so the odds favor us. So if she gets lifted, she stays on starboard and just grinds. Full VMG. If she gets headed, she tacks underneath the pack on the left and she crosses the boats on the right. So she's in a good spot here. Boats don't look really lifted on starboard. Mercy looks a little bit lifted. And she looks like she's crossing at least 4 or 5 from that side. So what she should do is she should do what's called lay up underneath these guys. She should find a lane and try to lay up forward, straight in front of or just ahead and to leeward and in front of a boat that's not too close. You don't want to like tack under somebody, but you want to be bow out on them, tacking, not crossing them. So the waves have built up a little. That's good. Mercy's in about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. She's in the top 16. You're going to see her pop out right here, boat 8. Oh, Tommy, right here. Great. So Tommy's in the top 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Tommy's about 10th. Great job. That's what we're shooting for. Top 10 to 15 is what this team's shooting for. This is kind of cool, everybody. Every single person on our team is sailing their first time in a laser regatta in the ocean. This is their first ocean laser regatta. They've done some ocean sailing in 420s, but we live right there. And yet, when I was a kid, we launched off the beach over there, Hobie Cats and lasers. We'd run across from the yacht club on our hard wheel dollies and roll them across the street. It took about 15 minutes to get them over there, and then we would run them down the beach and come out here. But these guys never get out in the ocean. Now Tommy's got to work by the lee a little bit here. You use by the lee to get out of, to get yourself into the right positions where you're not going to get squeezed between people. There's Mercy with a little bit loose vang. Good, I like that. We're working on that. We're working on steering the boat with our weight more and the sail, not using the rudder as much, not going dead downwind. There is Sophia right there in 20, in about the 30 range. 30th with a lot of boats around. She's really been really quite quick downwind. She loves going by the lee, and it's worked a couple times. Big yesterday. She just gets locked in and catches one wave, and then she stays by the lee. She catches the next wave, and it's just remarkable. We'll see how she does. Who's that right next to her? That's a Coronado? Ah, that's Preston. Good job, Preston. One of the smaller folks out here. A lot of the small folks are back there. So good job, brother. You're beating a lot of people. This is Preston's first real laser regatta, like real major one ever. Savage Squatter. Cool.